So it has been a long time since my last video from posting on this site, but however, I'm back with a brand new long form series. I'll be demonstrating to you about pitching in anything, in this case a comic book. I'm currently working on my own new story that I want to be presenting and hoping to get published at some point in time in the next few years. And I'll be showcasing my process as I go through this stuff in creating this comic, as well as making the characters and the writing and everything that goes beyond it to even learn about the pitching process. Now, by following me within this series, we'll all be able to learn together about how pitching goes in terms of the following steps that are needed and required, and what it is that get you helped out and started. Now, the fun thing about this is about what Turn wanted me to create a comic, especially for pitching, was I've been inspired by seeing other creators and animators, and I realized I've been thinking about wanting to make my works a little bit different from each other. Not to say my works are not already different already, but I do personally feel like my works have always been kind of similar in terms of the styling and the touchings and everything like that. And I decided I wanted to make this work a bit more unique in representing some of my other influences in certain areas and aspects. While my style is not very different with this way of look for this comic, the difference is the eyes, which I'll get to in a little bit. Now, this style is going to be more cartoony, which you can see by the expressions. I decided to use the style of eyes such as Mr. Driller because I always loved the Mr. Driller games. I always enjoy playing them, I always really loved them, and I really always liked the style of the eyes for the characters. So that's why I took here for the characters in my comic and pretty much take it from that set of style, and as well as combining with my love of Carbella animes. Because fun fact, I love a lot of Carbella animes. While I haven't seen them any recently, I always enjoyed growing up with Yu-Gi-Oh! To much later getting the Cardboard Vanguard and Buddy fighting all in that one sitting. And the way the characters are designed, these animes always intrigued me and appealed to me just because they were so uniquely and intricately designed and unique from whatever was standing out. Because of course these characters had to be marketed and sold to a young population, and they had to be recognizable in all access of style to the cards that they even use. So this is what I was going to aim for with this character. Now the only difference is I already knew in mind what kind of design and style I wanted her to have, and especially with her hair. Her hair has a very like rooster strand at the top of it. The vision the character having, so you see I have my references on the side and just what I'm using. So I just wanted to make sure I get the kind of hair feel that I wanted. Because again, I already knew what I wanted, but having references on hand really helped a lot when you don't understand something that well, but need something as a visual aid to help you be able to exactly get what you're looking for and just be able to exactly get it visualized from out of your mind and onto the canvas or paper. Now, for this character, she's designed as she's a very friendly and energetic character. She's one of the leading main characters, but she does have a fault. So the point of her is to show that she's very energetic and very nice and very friendly. You know, very friend-shaped. A character you can definitely appeal to because she's very sweet and kind and very lovable and very respectable majority of the time. Now, again, as a character came to mind, I knew her hair reminded me like a rooster, especially the top portion. So that's why I wanted to make sure that it looked that way and affected that way. Now at this point on the drawing, I'm pretty much just looking at what I need to do in terms of how I wanted the character to appear and to look. And I pretty much already know what kind of design I want the character to have. Again, the character in mind, I wanted to give her like cute punkish like look, because again I like that kind of stuff, and I can imagine this character having that attire. But she's very energetic and such, so it's not really necessarily using with dark colors or having a dark moody tone, but more of an upbeat personality which reflects her. So that's kind of the point in mind that I want to have when creating this character. Now, you won't see in this video because I did not choose to do it at this time because I needed to figure it out. But we'll talk about it and see in another video about color coordination and design, because I need to figure out what colors I want this character to have to reflect the kind of feelings of the character that I mentioned before I have, being energetic, kind, nice, with some faults of her own, of course, but also nice and youthful. So I'm pretty much just going through and later on after finishing this drawing, and just playing around with the colors. And again, right now everything's a sketch because I'm only just focusing on trying to finish getting the character I want in mind and just focus on what I want the character to have rather than what I believe that she shouldn't have or do have. And it's easier for me to be able to do that offline setting to be able to figure out and play around with figure out the colors because that's a long process just to figure out what colors you want for the character to have. Cause that's not the most easiest things to grasp and to do, especially because characters have a wide range of meanings. Just having a certain color there can change a lot about a character depending on the colors that you use. It can make a character that looks happy turn into a character that actually can be sad just for using the right amount of colors and schemes that go together. But if you like what you've seen so far and like the process, please remember to be sure to hit like and subscribe because that all helps out for the channel. And I'm very glad to come back to YouTube. I've been only so long, so I'm very happy. But if you to see more like this, probably also more based on other characters as well, maybe. Because this character is going to be referenced for other characters just to make sure that their proportions are consistent to hers. As again, this is a more cartoony style, so I want to make sure the characters are more in line because they're not going to be that realistic as I normally would draw them. Still stylized, but not as realistic or more super more stylized. Just to make sure characters fit and match. But if you have any questions, just let me know. And until next time, everyone, take care and until the next video. Bye!